Welcome back, Flare community. I hope everyone's well and having an incredible start to the week. We've already got some legends in the house. We've got Anna, we've got Death Ranger, we've got Crypto Granny, of course, Doc Bob D, Anxiety, Valiant Energy, and Tasmanian. So yeah, we're going to kick things off in usual tradition, and that's going to be by taking a quick peek at the Flaremetrics site. That's flaremetrics.io to see who the best performing signal providers of the week so far are. So we're going to order here by reward rate, and topping the charts it's S-Toads. A little bit more on them in a bit. We've got Evolve FTSO in second place, Flare Oracle in third, fourth place we have Flare Dienst, fifth place 01 FTSO. So yeah, lots of activity in the FTSO space recently, but we're going to jump into that in a little bit. But first, before we do, I just want to remind everyone, especially for those who feel the urge to ask every week about when FLR will be distributed. It's going to be distributed after the observation mode ends. And when does that end, you may ask? It's the point where 33% of the validation power is controlled by Flare, or 33% or less. If we move over here onto Twitter, we have this message from, or this tweet from Hugo. The TDE token distribution event is going to occur after certain milestones have been hit. So the first thing that needs to happen, the next thing that needs to happen, is that Flare needs to release the code base. This is the code base for the validators to start running nodes. There have been many recent updates to the code base Flare integrates with, which means that they've also had to update the software. Okay. After that step has occurred, validators can be onboarded, and this is expected to happen very quickly. We know that there are signal providers ready to support the network at a moment's notice, and after the Flare network is sufficiently decentralized, then the token distribution event will occur. Now, we don't have any time frame on this. This is why I can't give you a time frame, but I'm sure as soon as the software is released, we're going to hear about it all over social medias. That's from maybe the Flare team themselves. It's going to be from the signal providers, and I, of course, will update you as and when we hear news. So that's that out of the way. I wanted to just reiterate a happy birthday for Songbird. They are, I guess, the network is 1 year old. At the point, the network created 44 million transactions, 23 million blocks, and 385,000 wallets. And we can see this here over on the Songbird Explorer. If you just type the block number 1 into the top here on the search bar, this is what you'll come up with. This is the first block that was ever created over a year ago now, September the 16th. And yeah, quite a great achievement if you ask me. Lots of transactions happened. As you can see, this number's only going to increase, and without really any technical hitches. So absolutely love that. Yes, this is something else which I think may have gone under the radar. So SGB Inflation, Songbird Inflation, it's been 10% for the longest time now, and it's actually going to be reduced as of the 22nd. What date are we on now? It's the 19th. So that's going to be Thursday. It's actually going to be reduced to 8%. So what does this mean for you? Well, it means that you're going to get potentially less SGB rewards each epoch. But on the flip side, it's actually good for the supply. There's not that much being introduced, which means that the price should have, I guess, maybe less sell pressure. So it's a bit of a mix. If you have been here since the beginning, you've actually benefited because you've been earning this 10% delegation rewards for the full year. And yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. You know, I think the rewards of 10% are pretty high. You know, at the minute, I guess we're seeing somewhere around the region of 50% APY, and that's even without compounding. So very interesting stuff. Just thought I'd remind everyone of that. And yes, here we go on to the elephant in the room, I guess. This is the talk of the town, if you will. X-Toads, and, you know, the S-Toads ecosystem, they have a developer who has obviously done very well in terms of the reward rate, obviously topping the charts here for this week and pretty often in the past, maybe month or so. There was actually a collusion which occurred, and this was basically the developer of the S-Toads ecosystem sharing software in some sort of sense and helping with the algorithms for a number of different FTSOs. That's 01 FTSO, AdOwl FTSO, and Ape FTSO2. So not great, but you know, I'm going to actually create a dedicated video on this tomorrow. But what's basically happened is the lead developer has admitted to it. If we go here to the Xtoads and S-Toads accounts, you can get a good run through of the full story that's happened. Kingsman, very responsive and got to the bottom of the situation very fast. And yeah, the developer has admitted to it. And I guess this is his reply after a stern warning from the Kingsman. It is what it is, but I would just say don't let one apple spoil the barrel, as the saying goes. So, you know, this is not a reflection of the S-Toads team as a whole. Don't get me wrong, the developer is at fault here, and maybe even potentially the signal providers who chose to adopt his help. Ethically, it's not a great look for the developer, but the broader team of the S-Toads was unaware of this. But yeah, I'm going to be breaking down this thread as well as many others, such as this one here, which has had a lot of discussion. But yeah, look forward to that video tomorrow. But swiftly moving on, I just want to remind you that the FTSO has been operating exactly as expected. The pricing model is broadly robust against meaningful levels of collusion, i.e. the price is still accurate. The question that we are grappling with is how to make a good system far better and fairer for all those participating. And there's been some great suggestions. And again, we're going to cover this in detail tomorrow, so look forward to that video. I see Stephen Down asking when airdrop. Please rewind the live stream and check the first couple of minutes. That would be great. New news coming from Singularity Finance, who have actually just launched a new website, and Singularity Finance are building a suite of products. They've got a self-custody crypto wallet, a point of sale system, so when you're making payments with cards and whatnot, debit cards, and also a business-to-business marketplace. They've been on my radar for quite some time now, and they did have a recent update to their website. Highly recommend checking this out. In fact, I'm going to copy this and check it in the chat for all those who are interested. It looks pretty good to me. Something, I guess, a little bit fresh outside of the scope of NFT marketplaces and decentralized finance. So you can see here that Hugo is an advisor, and I believe Mohammed is actually also a part of the Flare team in some sort of capacity. So thought I would bring that to your attention. Looking good to me. Always loving a bit of fresh products launching and whatnot. But yeah, I'll keep you up to date with this as soon as I hear more information. Nifty, which is a NFT ranking website, you could say that. They've just introduced a new feature where you can actually view the volume of various collections, and this is what it looks like. I think this is great. You know, there's, I guess with NFT projects, the last thing that you want to do is to get into a collection which you can't actually sell. So some people may be investing in NFTs to flip. Hello, Professor. But if you can't have that exit liquidity, then there's really not much point, because you're just going to be stuck holding the NFTs. So I would highly recommend picking some of the highest volume NFTs. And you can obviously filter here by 30 days. This is the 7 days here with the fat leopard taking the lead, and also the 24 hours. So quite good volume, if you ask me, for a newly launched, I guess, network. Is a year fairly young in the crypto space? I think so. But yeah, that's pretty good there, and definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. And they also provide some great features for, I guess, just looking at rarities. So you can click on a collection and you can see which is the highest rank, which is the lowest rank, and you can even search for your token IDs in here. Let's just say 589. Why not? There you go. That's rank 147. So definitely check out Nifty.io if you haven't already, and if you are quite a fond NFT collector. Fat Cats, they have launched their new website about the Catalyst, and this is a really interesting aspect of their NFTs, and anyone that's holding any of the NFTs, whether that's a fat cat, a fat leopard, a fat tiger, which is dropping next Sunday, I believe, or even a fat kitten, which is yet to really make an appearance. Yeah, the Catalyst is going to be very interesting for you, and we actually covered this in detail a couple of days ago. In fact, it may have been yesterday. It was yesterday when this premiered. Patreon's got it a day earlier, but yeah, we covered a lot of ground, myself and Catchup here, and we covered the main thing that I was really excited about was the Catalyst, and this new website goes into detail on what you can expect. And for those of you who may have watched this podcast episode, I did actually mention the possibility of winning 10 whitelist spots, so it's obviously here as well. And yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. I always like to do the giveaways live, so we've got the Twitter picker here, and I've just punched in the tweet. I didn't want to give you guys too much of a warning, but if you're quick, you may even be able to get a quick entry if you didn't already. That's it, 108 entries loaded, so that's always good. What we're going to do, continue. So 10 winners, this is for the whitelists. So I guess good luck to everyone, and thanks for sharing. Oh, Integrity in the house. See some familiar faces here. You're all winners. Let me just, well, to be fair, everyone watching is a winner, but you guys specifically are winners of the whitelist NFT. So congratulations to you. I'm going to forward these details on to Catchup, who's running the Fat Cats Twitter page, and I'm sure he will be in touch with you shortly. NFTSO actually released a full breakdown of all of the Bored Ape Songbird NFTs, and this is actually really detailed. I'm actually quite a fan of this. One of the team members very much appreciated, and he created this very in-depth and highly detailed collection, or this spreadsheet breaking down all of the collection. So you can see various charts here and whatnot. You can also have this lookup here. So if you are interested and you do have the token number similar to Nifty, but this is, I guess, the collection, which is, I don't think Nifty has updated their results yet, but you can change it here. You can see what rank it is. And you also have these other tabs as well with some nice charts and analytics, all of that good stuff. And also the metadata. So be sure to check that out if you are holding a Bored Ape Songbird NFT. It's actually on the NFTSO Twitter page here, and should be right at the top. There you go. This is the latest link. Finally, almost finally, we've got the Pixel Plants here by legend Doc Bob D, who's in the house. He's got a very interesting project where he gives back to numerous charities, and in this particular week or epoch, or this month, sorry, he's running a promotion to give away some S-Ribbits too. So be sure to check that out at Pixel Plants SGB. And speaking of Doc Bob D, the man, the myth, the legend, he's also creating a YouTube channel to, I guess, basically educate people on numerous coding languages, hopefully with blockchain and whatnot. So that's in Python, JavaScript, Solidity, and more. Solidity is probably the one that I'm interested in the most, so I'll be definitely peeking at Doc Bob D's channel. I thought I would mention that. And to round things off, we have this pretty incredible image here. See if I can just blow it up a little bit. There we go. Lots of stuff happening in here. You may recognize some logos. You've got FTSO EU, Best FTSO. It's the Flare Community plane, I guess, with the Flare Community smoke cloud, the Songbird logo, Gala Games. Yeah, NFTSO. Is that Hugo? That's Hugo. Fan-controlled football. So much going on. Decent. You know, I'd be here all day. Hey, that's even Mickey B. Fresh there. That may even be Patty XRP. I don't know. You can make your own decisions about that. But I thought it was interesting to bring up. Let me zoom out a little bit because that is pretty intense. They're releasing a NFT project, 100 unique cards. I'm going to keep my eye on this and see what they have to offer. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. It looks, I don't know, it's quite creative, let's say. So I guess with that being said, that's pretty much this week's news. But before we wrap up here, for those who are members, Patreon members and YouTube members, I just want to remind you that we do have the weekly XRP quiz, and this is obviously the quiz league, sorry. And at the end of the month, we're going to be giving away 400 XRP to the top winners. Current rankings, we've got Freaking Awesome topping the charts, tied with Jimmy Thing. So them two, I guess it's still anyone's game because we have this week's quiz and also next week's quiz. So it's still anyone's game. We're going to have a quiz tonight and also the chat as well. So feel free to join over here on the members stage. And if you're not already part of the Discord, I would highly recommend joining. Lots of very knowledgeable people and very helpful as well. We're always there to answer your questions, and a big shout out to the moderators for participating in that and doing their thing. So with that being said, I'm going to probably wrap up here, and I'll hopefully see you all in the Discord chat. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and until next time, I'm out.
We have liftoff.